there. My name is Enrique López, and I hope you had a great day. We start with today's most important news Sunday, May 2, 2021. Well, we start with the most important, not in the last 3 months, and it's about the COVID. Its contagion and the number of the deaths in the United Kingdom. Cantú has all the details.
Hello, my name is Leslie, and I'm going to talk about the COVID in the United Kingdom. In London has been the sequence of Arnold, the 20% of the coronavirus deaths in the UK, and was the epicenter of the first wave of the pandemic in 2020. At the height of that wave in April last year, around 24 virus-related deaths per day were at Recogners and Birth Capital. Intensive care physically, Jim Jones says that at the time University College Hospital had 2 or 3 patients daily every day and on another day. The United Kingdom currently has 40 million people confirmed with coronavirus. The number of confirmed variants has necessary is 24 silence to previous day. In United Kingdom, it is important to bear in mind when analyzing this data that the United Kingdom, with 6 million inhabitants, can be considered a currently with a sacrificed number of the inhabitants. In the United Kingdom, 100 people died for coronavirus, and year could be unnecessary, but the number of deaths from the coronavirus, the improvement in the number of deaths and the reduction of parents with the COVID in the intensive care unit. The doctor points out that there are new challenges and that it is necessary to be prepared in the case of the new wave.
But not every time is bad, and it is that despite the contagion and this number of deaths, the United Kingdom has developed a plan to return to normal. Roberto Gabriel will talk to us about that in a few moments.
Good morning to all our viewers. Today we seem to have good news for the people of the United Kingdom, because as many you know, Boris Johnson, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, has revealed a detailed plan with which he intends to restore the normalcy in one of the countries hardest hit by the pandemic. The roadmap to remove the restrictions was announced this Monday, hours after the first results of the massive vaccination that began the last December were published. The reopening of the economy will be gradual. It will start on March 8 and will end on 21 June if the health situation is right. On March 8, students will return to schools in England. The outdoor bars and restaurants will have to wait until April 12 to reopen the doors. The interiors of the restaurants and bars will not open until May 17. Museums, cinemas, hotels, shows, and sporting events will be back the same day. The final step will take place on June 21. when all the legal limits on social contact will be potentially be freed, and those sectors of the economy that remain closed, such as dance halls and nightlife, will be reopened. In the coming weeks, Parliament will be vote on Johnson's proposal.
Now we will move on to a very suspenseful news. This information not take place on the Pleasure Beach amusement park. Our colleague Ivan Luna has covered all the details.
Fear of heights? This past Sunday, a group of tourists enjoying a fun and sunny day at Pleasure Beach, Blackpool, had a terrifying surprise when the roller coaster wagon made a sudden stop in the middle of the ride, leaving them at least 196 feet off the ground. The big one of the most famous roller coasters in the US and the UK, made a sudden stop last Sunday due to technical difficulties with the ride, leaving at least a dozen of tourists in a perilous situation. Lucky for all, the ride operators and the park security had preparations for these kind of situations, acting swiftly and helping all the ride users reach the ground in a matter of minutes. I'm Ivan Luna, and this is all for me. Back to the studio.
This will be today's news. Thanks you very much for time, and we hope to see you to next broadcast.